Hello YouTube, it is LittleRocker133 here, and today I'm going to be telling you about the 5.4.8 patch guide for Feral Druid. I'm on Big Buff Tree, and I'm going to tell you my rotation. Like, you guys might have your own or one better, but this is what I do. I'll go through my talents and my glyphs. So first, you're going to want Wild Charge, and pretty much for cat form, it just allows you to leap behind the target. So you do that, to get behind them. If a mage blinks or a hunter uses disengage, then you can just teleport behind them. Then I got Ursa's gift, so it will just sit there and heal you, and if you're at full health, it will heal your friends. I got Mass Entanglement, so you can just sit and you can root them, run away, and then you can just heal or whatever, or just to get an escape, you can go, and then with your Wild Charge, you can leap and run, which is a pretty good gap, and yeah. Then I got Soul of the Forest, which pretty much just is like Feral. Your finishing moves grant 4 energy per combo point. A lot of people like Incarnation for the burst, but as you see, I don't use Prowl or Ravage, or not Prowl, Pounce or Ravage for when I'm in stealth. I prefer bleed openers. And then I got Mighty Bash, which pretty much it invokes the Spirit of Ursoc to stun the target for 5 seconds. So pretty much if they're healing, you press that, or you can run behind them, and then you can use Shred, to do the damage. And then I have Nature's Vigil, and it increases all damage and healing done by 12% for 30 seconds. While active, all single target healing spells also damage a nearby enemy target for 25% of the healing done, and all single target healing and damage spells and abilities also heal a nearby friendly target for 25% of the amount done. So pretty much you put that in your burst macro, and that does damage. So your burst macro, you can do Cast Nature's Vigil, you're going to do Savage Roar and Tiger's Fury. So Tiger's Fury, increases physical damage done by 15% for 6 seconds and instantly restores 60 energy. And it cannot be put on while Berserk is up. So when you click the Savage Roar, you're going to want the Glyph of Savage Roar. So you can use it with 0 combo points and resulting a 12-second duration. And that will just Savage Roar. What does Savage Roar do? In your finishing moves that increase physical damage done by 40%. So like Rip and Ferocious Bite and Maim, they'll all do 40% increased damage or whatever. And then I like Glyph of Ferocious Bite. A lot of people like, I think I have it. And no, I don't. It's the Bark Skin Glyph, which reduces the chance you'll be critically hit, but I like Ferocious Bite because, it heals you. And then I like Cat Form because if you're like doing 2s with a priest or a healer or whoever, it will increase your damage done. Then minor glyphs don't really matter, So for my rotation, I usually go Prowl, and then I'll Wild Charge the target, but if it's a mage or a hunter, I won't. And then while you're behind the target, you're going to be wanting to do Shred, and then for your opener, it slows them down. Then you're going to want to do Rake to put that bleed, Rake, and then you're going to want to do Thrash, and then you should have 4 by then. And then if you're still behind your target, which I doubt you will be, so he'll move in front of you, so you use Mangle, and then you don't burst right there, but you can burst right there, and then when you put on Rip, it will increase your damage, but when you do that, it will get rid of all your combo points because it's a Savage Roar, so you don't want to burst right there. You want to burst right after, one sec here, I'll let it reset. So you're going to go and Prowl, come on, get out of combat. So you're going to Prowl, and then you're going to come over. You're going to use Shred, then Burst, then Rake, then Thrash, then Mangle, just use all your abilities, and then put your Rip on, and then, you're going to keep on spamming Mangle, but if ever Rake starts to wear off, click it again, refresh it, same with Thrash. Bleed, it will take a little bit longer to wear off, so you can get another Mangle, and then use Maim, because it does a lot of damage and it stuns them for 5 seconds. So that's really good. So also you can do that on healers, and then you can stun them, run behind them, and then you want to use Shred because it does a lot more damage. You want to keep your bleeds on, and then if they're like, you know, at 20% of health or below, Ferocious Bite hits hardest about, and it also heals you and does a lot of damage, so you're going to use that to kill them. And I'm not fully geared right now, so that's why my damage is kind of low, but you use all that. And then also if you want, you know, this is pretty good if you're like waiting for your energy to go up, you know, so you can get out of energy. So say you're out of energy, you use Fairy Fire, and that will reduce their armor, and then they'll take even more damage. And, you know, as I said before, you can root them, run away, heal up. And then you burst. Also, once your burst is off, if you're low on energy, so let's get low on energy real quick, you can click Berserk, which I put right next to my burst, and it reduces the cost of all of your spells, so then you can just spam your abilities while it's on, and it lasts for quite a while. So, you know, you're going to use those, keep your bleeds up. See, I got all your bleeds up. Fairy Fire, and then Berserk is off, so you can burst then, too, if you want. And then Maim. And then you can Rip, Thrash. I need some more haste for my energy to come up faster. So use all those, and then put another Rip. Rip, Rake, and Thresh. You just pretty much want to keep applied with Fairy Fire. Then that's like your emergency, and then you have your stuns, and then you have your burst macro, and then you can use Symbiosis on, you know, like hunters. You get Feign Death, which is really kind of worthless but tricky in battle. But yeah, you can just use Symbiosis on anything, and then for like easiness, pretty much like for my key bindings, instead of having 7, I have Q there because it's just easier to click for me. It's right by my pinky, you know, where I'm clicking 1 and 2. So it's just fast for like a little kill shot. It's Q's kill shot on my hunter too. And then, so you can use your burst and do all that. And then I have, so that's like right there. Change your key bindings, you just go into there, scroll down, you know, you have all those, all of your things, scroll down. Then you have like T. So burst is T is what I put. And then for like your trinket that will allow you to, like, you know, break stuns and stuff, I have is V. And then that's just easier for me. It's right below, you know, F, which is, my F is target nearest enemy. And then G I have is a fast stun. And then your mouse probably doesn't have these, but I have mouse button 4, I believe, Fairy Fire. And then I have mouse button 3, Rejuvenation for just a fast heal. But you don't have to have those. And then I have R, Survival Instincts, which reduces all damage taken by 50% for 12 seconds, which is really nice. And then I have E, because it's right there, Bark Skin, which will reduce all damage by 20%. So, like, if you're stunned by a mage or whatever, you want to just apply Bark Skin as soon as you can. Then I have Tab for dash, so I can keep up with my targets faster. And then, so you have your dash, sorry for the lag too. You don't really want to use Cyclone or Entangled Roots much, you know, because it has cast time and it takes you out of cat form. And then if you're almost dead, oh yeah, also if healers are casting like heal spells, you can Skull Bash them, you know, stun them with a G, get your combo points up, hit them with a Maim, run behind them, use all that, you know, just do that. And then if you're almost dead, you can click Might of Ursoc, which increases current and maximum health by 30% for 20 seconds, and it also increases bear form. So when I'm almost dead, I click that, and then in my bear form, I only have Mangle and Thrash, because look, they just sit and do that. And then for 4, I have Fertilized Regeneration, which instantly converts up to 6 rage, up to 100,000 health pretty much. So like, you just can click that twice, and then like, look, it will heal you. Then pretty much you're at full health. And then Might of Ursoc is off. You can do that. And also, you can press Survival Instincts and Bark Skin, and then all your damage taken is reduced by 70%, and they can hardly hit you. But they still can, so be careful, you know, if your thing pops up health low or whatever, then do it. And then Escape, I already talked about that. And then, also, if they're like running away, you can just spam Moonfire or whatever while chasing them, so you can hit them. Or if they're running away, you know, you can wild charge up behind them, give them a shred and it slows them down, and then usually you're caught up. But usually if you're not geared, they're not going to run away too much, they're just going to own you like me. That's pretty much like what you want, you know, keep your buffs up on you. Use Savage Roar whenever you can, like you might want to actually grab Savage Roar and drag it down there. Then that trinket you don't really want, but if you do have it, just in case. I got it for like when I'm almost dead, you can click it and it increases your maximum health by 73,000. No, so that's pretty much the basic guide with talents and glyphs. And remember, you use agility and stamina pretty much to get all of your attack power and whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching, and please rate, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.